न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः.
ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಹರಿ ಓಂ. ಧ್ಯಾಯಮೋಧವಳಾವಿಕುಂಠನವತೀಂ ತೇಜೋಮಯೀಂ ನೈಷ್ಠಿಕೀಂ ದಿಗ್ಧಾಪಾಂಗವಿಲೋಕಿನೀಂ ಭಗವತೀಂ ಮಂದಸ್ಮಿತ ಶ್ರೀಮುಖೀಂ ವಾತ್ಸಲ್ಯಾಮೃತವರ್ಷಿಣೀಂ ಸುಮಧುರಂ ಸಂಕೀರ್ತನಾಲಾಪಿನೀಂ ಶ್ಯಾಮಾಂಗೀಂ ಮಧುತಿಕ್ತಸೂಕ್ತಿಂ ಅಮೃತಾನಂದಾತ್ಮಿಕಾಂ ಈಶ್ವರೀಂ. ಓಂ ಗುಂ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಓಂ ಗಂ ಗಣಪತಿ ನಮಃ. ಮಹಾಸರಸ್ವತಿ ನಮಃ. ಓಂ. My infinite prostrations at the lotus feet of my Sadguru Sri Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, Universal Teacher, Universal Mother. My humble pranams to all Amma's beloved children listening to this talk. From now on, we will have a series of talks entitled Amrita Katha. When we mean Amrita, it is our Amma and Amma's story. So actually, we have to take the implied meaning also. Amrita Katha means when the devotees talk about me, they say Amritageetananda. When we say my name is Amritageetananda, there are two meanings. The Amritageetananda means Amritageeta means for me, Amritageeta means Amma's bhajans, Amma's nama. For me, that is the meaning Amritageeta Ananda. I find a lot of joy in singing about Amma's glory. That is Amritageetananda. That is one meaning. And the other meaning is Amritageeta means the Vedas. The Amritageeta Vedas are imperishable. From the time of creation till the end of creation, it will always be there. Vedas has no beginning, it has no end. That is why it's called Amrita. So Amrita Gita also means Vedas, and from the Vedas we have so many, this is the same teachings of the Vedas. We have countless stories in the form of the Puranas and the lives of great saints, including our beloved Amma. So that is what we call as Amrita Katha. Swamiji, Amrita Swarupananda Swamiji was the first person to write about Amma's biography, but that was, I remember, when Amma was around 33 years old. At the time, Swamiji was the first person to write about Amma's biography. That is only 30 years. Now he continues to write. Our senior Swamijis also continue to write. Now we have a voluminous volume of Amma's glory. The Amma's beloved children, the other Swamis, Swaminis, Brahmacharinis, household devotees, they all share their experience. Now it is voluminous. So much. If you want to read Amma's glory, we have to read for one full year, it won't be enough. We have so much of Amma's glory. That is what we call as Amrita Katha. When Swamiji wrote Amma's biography, he started with Amma in 1953. From that year Amma was born, Swamiji started. But if you request Vyasa Bhagavan to write or Vatmiki to write about Amma, they will start from Adil Malsimai Devan Avatarishu. From the Malsya Avataram they will start, because they know very well that Supreme Being who manifested as Malsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narasimha, Vamana, Rama, Krishna, like all the avatars, that same power has manifested as our Amma. They know very well. So if they write Amma's story, it will be countless. We will have to spend our whole lifetime to read Amma's biography. So we have to understand, let's not get confused. When we say Amma's Ashtotaram and Lalita Ashtotaram, they are both same. Sometimes we say we will first chant Amma's Ashtotaram, Purna Brahma Surupani, then we will chant Lalita Ashtotaram. Both are same. When Amma is in the human level, human body, and the same Amma Just in the divine level, she is Lalita. So Lalita herself is Amma. I am not trying to show that I am a great devotee. I am telling you a simple truth. That's what we have to understand. You may understand why suddenly this Amrita Katha or Amrita story has come. 1 year back, when I was in Bangalore, our Amma's the devotees and some of the girls, they told me, Swami, you have to see one short documentary film, and that documentary film was called Kerala Story. So they said, Swami, you should see it. So I said, okay, fine, then I saw that story. So the Kerala story, we have to understand when the Kerala story and the content, we have to understand. So when we talk about Kerala in the olden days, when we say, Putturam Veetil Janichurellam Poopolaragulloraayirunnu Aanungalayi Valarnellam Angam Jayichavarayirunnu Padam Padam Aromal Chegavar Pandangam Vettiya Kathakal Veera Kathakal Dheera Kathakal Albhuta Kathakal Padam. This is what we know about Kerala story. So this and not only the Aanungalai, not only Aanungal, Penningal also, we heard of Unniyarchana, the brother of Aramulundi, Unniyarchana, she was equal to Aramulundi. So we have our women also, great women in our Kerala story. So the title is a little confusing. We will discuss about that later. Now, how our culture, the one incident I related some time back, want to relate it once more. How our lack of, what is our problem? So Amma always tells us, if we have a very serious problem with us, first we have to say, when we look at a problem, when we are facing, first we have to see what mistake I have made. When there is a problem, I start blaming others. It is because of that person, because of this person, because of that person. We blame everybody else except myself. I am a Parishuddhatma. It's not like that. When there is a problem, Amma says, then there is a serious problem I am facing, if I am suffering, first see what is the mistake I made. Then only we can rectify. First, without rectifying myself, I cannot rectify others. Without correcting myself, I cannot correct others. My duty is to correct myself, not to correct others. So correcting others is Amma will do it. Gurus will do it. That's what we have to understand. So the Amma told a very, very beautiful story. Amma said that in a church, there was a Christian priest who used to give talks every day in the evening. His talks are very, very beautiful talks. So everybody used to like his talks. But there was the person, there is a person who used to ring the bell. There's a person for that. For ringing the bell, there's a special person. That person was very, very jealous of our father, the priest. So he used to make fun of the father. He always say, oh, you're a big show-off. Your talks are useless, boring. Nobody likes your talks. So he always make fun of the father. But the father used to keep very, very quiet. He never complained. But the devotees come to the church, they very, very angry with this person, and they named him Devil. So one day, unfortunately that person, he passed away. When he passed away, the devotees came running to the father and he said, Father, we have good news. So the father said, what is that? The devil has died. Devil has passed away. The father became very, very sad. And he said, oh my God, I have lost my only friend. They were surprised. The father said, I have lost my only friend. So why did he say that? Because the father, he was a great devotee. So he was, whenever somebody criticizes me, I had to see whether he is correct. So this is the only person who corrected me. This is the only person who taught me humility. And therefore, this person who criticizes me and makes fun of me, that is my friend. Not those people who come and say, Father, your talk was wonderful. Those people who flatter me, okay, let them say that. That's very good. But my real friend is the one who corrects me and teaches me humility. So that way, Amma says, whenever we have a problem, always let us focus inside. See what exactly is the mistake which we made. So we can see that knowingly or unknowingly we made the two mistakes we have to rectify. The first mistake is that in my school, when I was at home, in the 40 years back when I was home and in school, I had already told you that one of my mentors was our class teacher who taught me English and Hindi in 9th and 10th standard. His name was Gangadhar Menon. We used to call him Menon sir. So he taught us a lot of things regarding not only the Hindi and English, a lot of things he taught us about patriotism. Because of him we have Deshabhakti. Patriotism, it is because of him we have the patriotism or Deshabhakti. And the second person was my grandfather also. He also taught me taught us, myself, my younger brother. He also told us a lot of things. He used to say that when the Mughals came and invaded, the Rajputs were divided, and therefore the Mughals defeated the Rajputs, whereas the Marathas or Marathis, they were united, and therefore they were able to stand against the Mughals, beginning from Babur up to Aurangzeb. We know this in history, everybody knows that. We can openly discuss why we lost everything because of our lack of unity, and secondly because of lack of awareness. So we will say there is Amma sings a very beautiful bhajan. The bhajan is Matraval Salyattodande Jagadamba Samrakshike Netrangale Chimmade Nyan Unarnirike Veetinnullil pala Moshanangal Nadakkunnu Aarthiyettam Valarunnu Manasilamme. This is the bhajan which Amma sings, and we always sing it. It has a very beautiful, deep meaning. There are two meanings when we say Matraval Salyattodane Jagadamba Samrakshake. Our mother is always there with her motherly affection to protect us. That is the Matraval Salyattodane Jagadamba Samrakshake. And what is the second line? Netrangale chimmade njan unarnirike. I have to be very, very careful without winking or blinking. I have to be very, very, that indicates the alertness. We have to be alert, and alertness in two ways. Alertness, we have to be alert of what is happening around us, and we have to be alert of what is happening within me also. So here it says that the third line says, Netrangale chimmade njan unarnirike. I, without blinking or winking, I always open and a lot of awareness what is happening around me and what is happening inside me also. And then it says, Veetinullil pala Moshanangal Nadakkunnu Aarthiyettam Valarunnu Manasilamme. They say, Veetinullil pala Moshanangal Nadakkunnu. There also we have two meanings. Actually, here the meaning is we are devotees, we are sadhakas. Here what Amma means, and we have to understand, is our veedu is our mind only, the mind. So inside the mind, without our being aware, because we are always with that lack of awareness, lot of robbery. Robbery means unknowingly the robbers are entering our mind. The negative thoughts, negative qualities, they come inside and steal my shanti, manashanti and anandam. The precious thing which I have in my mind is shanti and ananda, and also the qualities like humility, compassion. These are the good qualities. These are being stolen by the robbers. What are the robbers? What we call as Maya. Maya is the robber. And the negative forces which enter the mind. So I am not very alert, therefore they come and steal away, they take away all my precious, the gold and the diamonds and all, they are in the eyes of a sadhaka, they are all secondary, they are not very important. Gold gone, we can buy it, but once we use our positive divine qualities, it is very, very difficult to regain them. So that is the meaning. വീട്ടിനുള്ളിൽ പല പല മോഷണങ്ങൾ നടക്കുന്നു, ആർത്തിയേറ്റം വളരുന്നു മനസ്സിലമ്മേ. I have too much of desires I have. So that is one meaning. And the second meaning is, we say in Kerala story, documentary film which our Bangalore girls showed me, the Kerala story. I don't want to talk about the content. All of you know, and you should see that story also. Here what we see that our lack of awareness. We have this, Amma used to say in the Bhagavad Gita also, you say that a person who has controlled his mind becomes his best friend. Whereas a person who has no control of the mind, that mind becomes the worst enemy. In the same way, we have something now, a very, very dangerous thing in our hand, what we call as the mobile phone. This is a very, very dangerous thing. So it is up to us. A person who knows how to control, how to use it properly whenever required, then that becomes a blessing. Mobile phone is a blessing because when I am here in Puri and when my Guru Amma is in America, I am able to talk to Amma. So that it is a blessing. When I am talking to Amma, the mobile phone is a blessing. The person who invented this mobile phone, I am really thankful to him for inventing this mobile phone. Whereas if I start seeing things which can disturb me, even I hear that even our school children, they are watching the things which are very, very dirty and vulgar, which can spoil them, then this same mobile phone becomes a curse. The point is, when I have this mobile phone, I completely forget what is happening around me. So I have become I am watching this. Now, let me tell you an example. So I am a person, let us call him Monnunni. It is a nice name. Monnunni, he is sitting in the veranda and he is talking to somebody. A thief comes to him and he says, "Hello, Monnunni." Hello. And then he is talking, and the robber goes inside. So he doesn't know that it's a robber. So the robber goes inside, takes all the valuable things, and he again comes out and says, "Goodbye, Manoni." Goodbye. And then he is talking. So all the valuable things are gone, and later he realized, my God, what has happened? So this is what is happening. Let us be very, very careful. Our daughters are very, very precious to us. We are coming to the point now. Our children are very, very precious to us. Let us take care of our children. Let us be very, very alert, and let us educate them also when we go out. Whatever happens outside, do not hide anything from your parents. Amma's young daughters, whatever happens outside, please come back and tell your parents, because your parents are your best friends, your parents are your best well-wishers. That is what we have to tell you. So the only thing is, I am a little concerned with the title. The title, when I say the importance of a guru, that title, when we open the book, we will see all about guru. Or when we see the necessity of the importance of puja, that's the title. So when we open the book, we say a lot about pujas. Whereas when you open Kerala story, what do you mean by Kerala has so many wonderful things? If you say Ravana's life history and you call it Lanka story, it's not right. Because whole Lanka is not Ravana. Ravana is only puny thing. Lanka, you cannot, the Ravana's biography, you cannot call it Lanka story. Here Lanka has the one of the best cricket team. It is a small country. They have beaten us in cricket. International cricket, Sri Lanka has beaten India many times. Remember that. Therefore, Lanka they have so many wonderful things. Or you can say the Hitler story, Hitler's biography, you say German story, you cannot say that because the Hitler is not everything. Germany has the best motor cars in the world. Some of the best motor cars, some of the best modern equipments, machines are created by Germany. We had to be very careful when you give a title and the content. This is meaningful. Here we had to understand this important point. So our lack of unity, that's the main thing which my master, my school teacher, Menon sir told me, our lack of unity. And secondly, when we come to our ashram, we say our lack of awareness. Our lack of awareness is becoming less and less because of this mobile phone, many other things. We are not able to know what is happening around us, so that is very, very important. We have to say Kerala is the land of Avadutas. Kerala has so many wonderful things. The greatest Advaita Acharya, Shankaracharya, was created by Kerala. Swami Vivekananda came and told that this is the Kerala's lunatic asylum. I will say yes, because we can say that Kerala is a land of Avadutas. So many Avadutas are there in Kerala. So many great saints were there in Kerala. And the culture also, like for example, Kalaripayattu. The best martial arts in the world is Kalaripayattu. From Kalaripayattu, all this kung fu and all the karate and all the China has recorded that. From South India, one Pallava prince by the name of Bodhidharma, he came to China and he taught us Kalaripayattu, which later became kung fu. Ayurveda, in the Ayurveda, in Kerala Ayurveda, it is really wonderful. The treatment there from North India, many come to Kerala. So many great ministers also have come to Kerala for treatment in Ayurveda. So you cannot say the title Kerala story is really confusing. So, but at the same time, we should be very careful. To my Amma's young daughters, let me speak a few words. See, 40 years back, I was also a youngster like you in school. So it was in 1970, 73, I passed. So at that time, I used to see a lot of films. So we have our own heroes, we have our heroines, and we have our favorite the singer like Jeshudas or Jayachandran, etc., or Muhammad Rafi. They were all our favorite singers when we were in the 1970s. If you want to become a film star or become a singer or great dancer, that is very good, because we have to understand music is an art. Music is a wonderful art. We say, Sakala Kala Devate Saraswati Devi Varamurulu Innivide Ninde Dasanil Pandidaralla Nyangal Pamarararallo Pandari Ninde Kail Pavagal Matram. So for us, Kala is Saraswati Devi. So we say music and dance, you pursue that. So you should look upon that as a Kala, as a divine art which can take us to God. Mirabai, etc., Shiva, through her song, so her divine singing and dance, she reached God. Purandardas, Tyagaraja, Tukaram, Tulsidas, so many. Our Amma also, you can see when she starts singing, she goes to Samadhi. So that how we use it. So let us not use, and unfortunately now we use music and dance for name and fame. That is a bit. It's okay. We are human beings. We want name and fame. It's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. But we have to also understand that this is not long lasting. Coming back to my point, I can say if you go to the YouTube and click film stars, heroes and heroines of 1970, you can see they were very glamorous. And now you click, you say heroes and heroes 1970. Now you can see their beauty is completely gone. Their handsome, the physical, the attractive appearance completely gone. Therefore, we have to understand that they are not everlasting, they are perishable by nature. That is what we have to, our young boys and girls have to understand. So the Nachiketas Kathopanishad, this also I have already explained one long time back. Nachiketas was a young boy, the 7-year-old boy who went to Yamaloka, and he had a conversation with Yama, and there the story, we know the story very well, who's Nachiketas. So when Yama offered him, Nachiketas said, I want to know what happens after death. After death, if nothing remains or something remains, that I want to know. Yamadeva says, see, you are a young boy, why do you want to know all this? Forget all that. It's a very difficult topic. Even the gods cannot understand that. So you forget about that. I will give you all these dancing girls and the spaceship and everything. So then Nachiketa says, Shobhava martyasya idantike tat sarvendriyanam jaryanti tejaha api sarvam jividam alpameva taveva vaha tav nirtagete. So Nachiketa says, Shobhava martyasya idantike tat. The nature of the human life is Shobhavaha. Like Amma says, Adutha Nimish Namada Kailundo Nam Param Bertla Makale, and Amma used to say, we do not know, we cannot say the next moment is in our hands. Shobhava Martyasya means we can never say that we will exist tomorrow also. Shobhava Martyasya itantake tat sarva indriyanam jaryanti tejaha. So sarva indriyanam tejaha jaryanti. The eyes, ears, nose, taste, everything, these senses has got limited capacity. As we grow older and older, these become weaker and weaker, but our desire to enjoy, that continues to remain. So finally a time comes when our desires to enjoy are very, very strong, but the body is not able to withstand that. Because, for example, with a person, he wants to eat a lot of sweets, but he has diabetes, cholesterol, all those things, so he cannot take the tasty food which he likes. So that is what Nachiketa says. So that is second thing. Sarva indriyani jarayanti tejaha. Indriyani tejaha jarayanti. That slowly decreases. And api sarvam jividam alpameva. So even the longest life is indeed short. Even the api sarvam jividam alpameva. Even the longest life is indeed short. We can say, remember, Michael Jackson wanted to live for 150 years. He had a big team of doctors to look after his physical condition and mental condition. Doctors always examining him. So he wanted to live for 150 years, but he passed away when he was only 50 years. So you know this very well. So I'm trying to discourage you. I'm just make you understand what is the nature of the human, nature of the world. It is very fleeting by nature. And therefore, Taveva Vaha Tava Nirtagete, O Yamadeva, let your dancing girls and aeroplanes remain with you. That is the thing. This is the story of her name is Ryonin. It is Ryonnen, Ryonin. She was, I don't remember it is Chinese or Japanese. She was the maid of the princess of that kingdom. So the princess was very fond of this Ryonin. They were very great, they were very, very close. And what happened was, unfortunately, the princess died when she was very young, and Ryonin was completely shattered. So Ryonin understood that the nature of human being, the nature of this universe is very, very fleeting. So Ryonin said she wanted to become a monk, she wanted to become a sannyasi. But her parents forced her to marry. She was very, very charming, extremely charming young girl. Her parents forced her to marry. Therefore, she married, but she said, after I bear 3 children, I will go away. So then they agreed. So after she bore 3 children for her husband. So after 3 children were born, she told her husband and family, goodbye, I am going, and she left the palace. She went away and she went to a Buddhist monastery. She wanted to join a Buddhist monastery. So when she went to the Buddhist monastery and she saw the chief monk, and she asked the chief monk, oh great Bodhisattva, I want to become the ashramite. I want to join the ashram. So the chief monk looked at her for one long minute and he said, I am sorry, I am very sorry, I cannot take you. So the Ryonin went to the second monastery and she asked the chief monk, I want to become an ashramite. Can you take me as a disciple? He also looked at her for one long minute and he said, I am very sorry, I cannot take you. She went to the third monastery and again she asked the chief monk, can I become an ashramite? He also said no. Then this time she asked the chief monk, you are the third person who is denying me the opportunity to become an ashramite. Why is that? So the chief monk said, I am very sorry, my young lady, you are too beautiful, you are too charming. If you join this ashram, there will be a lot of problems because there are young boys also here as sannyasis. So she understood that. So she went back home, and believe it or not, she went back home. She took an iron rod. She heated the iron rod and completely disfigured her face. She heated an iron rod, completely disfigured her face, and then she went back to the monastery and said, now can you take me? The chief monk was shocked. The beauty was completely gone because she wanted the physical body is not very important. What is important is that ever shining the Atma. So this time the chief monk took her into her ashram and she did not live very long. She lived for about 60 years she lived, and 60 years, and when she was very famous in Buddhism for her poetry. She was a very good poet, and then she lived. I have seen 60 moons, and now I pass away. Then she passed away. This is a very, very great example which we have to learn from from Ryonin, the young girl who was so charming, but she understood when the princess passed away, she knew that human life is very, very fleeting, temporary by nature, and therefore she decided, let me get what is permanent. So this is one good example. In future we will in Kerala story, there are so many wonderful things. Kerala has a wonderful culture, and that culture of Kerala we will see. Not only Kerala, we will go to Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra. We will see all cultures. We will call it Amrita story, and we will show what is the greatness of our Indian culture and how our culture, our gurus, our Vedas and the Puranas, how they can take us, they can give us everything material. All the material joys, they can tell us how to get all the material joys. At the same time, they can also remind us that material joys are very, very impermanent, and therefore experiment in brahmacharya. After brahmacharya ashrama, the gurus instruct the disciples to go and enter the grihastha ashrama, and you get married and you enjoy married life and understand that also it is also very impermanent. Then slowly go to vanaprastha and then sannyasa. So that in brahmacharya ashrama we have our young ammas, young children, both boys and especially girls. We have to understand what exactly we have to gain. We have been given this human body, and what is the purpose of the human body, and what we have to really achieve. And when we have the most wonderful guru like Amma, it is relatively easy to achieve that goal. Let us not lose or let us not waste that golden opportunity and run after these fleeting objects and get completely lost. Our culture has everything. In Vedic culture, In India, in Kerala, we have everything. We have in our religion, we call it Hindu religion, we have everything, the best of everything. Especially when we have our Amma also. So let us always remember that, and let us always give value and importance to our religion, and let us try to know more and more about our religion, and be peaceful and happy, and attain the ultimate goal of human life. Om Amritageetananda. We will continue the same topic in the future episodes also. Om Lokha Samastha Kuno Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.
Na guroradhikam tattvam na guroradhikam tapa